deteriorated to the point of no return. They wanted to take him to America for therapy, but doctors in London said the 11-month-old wouldn't get better. Artist Opinion's 6-year-old son was in a similar medical condition and was helped by the experts who offered to treat Charlie.
It is shameful, it is despicable, and I hope that Charlie Gard's legacy will live for a long time. He was allowed to waste away for 8 months, and the UK doctors refused to allow this experimental medications, which was the only hope.
Great Ormond Street Hospital says all of its thoughts go to Charlie's mum and dad. They've also thanked the judge for his sensitivity and wisdom. Donald Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor has insisted he made no deals with Russia during the US election. Jared Kushner has admitted having contact with a few Russians during the campaign, but says there was nothing dodgy about it.
The record and documents I have voluntarily provided will show that all of my actions were proper and occurred in the normal course of events of a very unique campaign.
He'll answer questions from the House Intelligence Committee tomorrow. Justin Bieber's cancelled the rest of his Purpose World Tour because of what his team is calling unforeseen circumstances. Showbiz website TMZ is reporting the singer has decided to pull out of shows in the US, Canada and Asia because he's just over it. Campaigners have chanted "No justice, no peace" in protest at the death of a black man following a police chase. More than 100 people gathered outside Stoke Newington police station in East London after Rashan Charles died at the weekend. West Ham have signed former Manchester United striker Javier Hernandez on a 3-year contract. He's joined from Bayer Leverkusen for £16 million. And Kem and Amber have won Love Island. The couple beat Jamie and Camilla, Chris and Olivia, and Marcel and Gabby to take home the £50,000 prize money. That's the latest from the Sky News Centre. I'm Emma Jones.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road is where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel like that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel like that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold. A brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we've paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel like that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roam.
Oh, dear listener, it's good to be back after a few days away. Let's never speak of it again. This is the late night alternative with me, Iain Lee. Catherine Boyle is there.
Yo, yo.
Sam is through the glass, taking your phone calls. 0344 499 1000. This is the only show on Talk Radio that actually gets phone calls. And then when we get the phone calls, we leave them waiting for ages. But let's not. Let's dive into some straight away, and then we'll set up the stall and tell you what we're talking about. Good evening, John.
Pip Pip.
Hip, hip, hip. John, what have you got for us?
Northern Singers.
Yes?
Alex Turner from Arctic Monkeys.
Yes.
Yeah, but... No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Early albums, yes. Late albums, they went American. They became like a stadium rock band and sounded American. So I'm going to have to say no, John, no.
Paul Gascoigne.
Oh.
Well, hang on a minute. Again, he had a huge hit. I'm
Fog
saying.
of the Time.
Yes, exactly. But if I'm not allowing Vic Reeves, I certainly cannot allow Gascoigne. And the very fact, John, that your second one was Paul Gascoigne says to me that if you have any more, you should really think hard about whether you actually want to say them on the radio.
John Shuttleworth.
Thanks for calling, John. It really...
Would you allow...
There we go.
Here's one. The St. Winifred's Girls Choir.
No.
Why? Why?
Because it's a choir.
Why, though?
Why? No, I wouldn't allow that.
I mean, they were very northern.
Oh yeah, all right, I'll allow it then. Fine, whatever.
Oh.
If it shuts you up, yeah, you can have it.
My God, I respected you at the start.
Tony!
Evening, Ian. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Tone. Big Tone. How are you? How are you, Big Tone?
I'm really good, but I've made a grave error here.
Uh-oh.
I tuned in a little bit late tonight. I think we were talking about people singing with British accents. I was going to refer to Bowie and Sid Barrett, the original singer of Pink Floyd. However...
Yes.
Hang
on a second, Big Tone. Do you know who you're talking to? You don't have to tell me who Sid Barrett is, was.
Oh, I've got a bike. I can ride it if I like, if I want to.
Arnold Lane. He had they were kind of like Blur before Blur with that kind of Arnold Lane, that kind of Mockney voice.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And he had a mouse called... What was the mouse called in the song? Gerald.
There we go. I'm going to be honest. I've tried Barrett, and you listen to much Barrett, Catherine?
No.
I don't know if I've got it on this computer. Hang on, bear with me. Let's.
Bike. If you can get Bike on there, it will define the man's career.
Let's see if we've got it on this computer. Barrett may not have made the transition from the big computer to the little computer. Oh yes, he has. Okay. You want you? I haven't got Bike. No, I'm talking about solo stuff now.
Oh really?
Oh baby. Here we go. Everyone be quiet. This is 1 minute 55 seconds. At the end of this, we will discuss the career of now deceased, legendary rock singer Sid Barrett.
Wow.
Yeah, fair play. He's a genius.
Well, kids, here's a walking, talking example of not to do LSD, kids.
Here's the thing. If you want to make music like that, you gotta swallow those LSD tablets. But you won't come back. You won't come back. Yes?
I know you're a Beatles fan.
Yes.
Now, apparently,
Yes.
the last album Barrett recorded in the studio with Pink Floyd was at the same time as the recording of Sgt. Pepper. Now, can you see the similarities?
Yeah, both records are rubbish.
Oh, yeah.
Sgt. Pepper is a terrible album. It's the most unpsychedelic record the Beatles ever recorded. It's even less psychedelic than Please Please Me and 12 other songs. Revolver is where it's at, man!
Wow, Revolver is a great album. You can't rule out Sgt. Pepper.
Yes, you can. It is a stinker.
Even the reprisal, even the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band reprisal, which I believe is track 12 on the album.
Yes.
That track
we're going
so ahead of its time.
How is it ahead of its time? Because it's got animals that the preceding animal is bigger than the next one. No, the animal. The animals get bigger as they go along. You know that, don't you, Catherine?
No.
The animals get bigger as they go along. Is that right?
Well, I'm talking about the drum beat to the music here.
Oh, no, listen, just indulge me for 30 seconds and we'll pull out of this complete and utter disappearing up our own navels. The drumming, you want to talk about drumming, then you listen to the drum fills on Tomorrow Never Knows. I
knew you were going to mention
Yeah,
that.
I tell you why I'm mentioning it, Tony, because every drum fill on that song, every single drum fill is completely different and unique. He never repeats it.
That could have been released by the Chemical Brothers in 2005 and been genuinely credible, that tune.
Okay, Cass, give me that look. I've got to cut you off.
Put your measuring tapes away, lads. I know you're going to win this.
But I exaggerate slightly about Sgt. Pepper, but I do think it's overrated. But here is listen. We get to the animals. Hang on. So each album, each animal gets bigger. Ready? Here they come. No, they don't. No, they don't. Where are the animals on Sgt. Pepper? He's gone now. Where are the animals?
You're not thinking...
Oh, I know where they are. Here they are. Here they are. No. Here they go. There you go. Chickens. Dogs. No, I don't know what they are.
Canaries, smaller.
Cats. Dogs. Now we're going up. Horses. See, it must have sounded good when they were on drugs. I mean, it's a terrible record. Yes, Paul.
Hi, Richard Hawley as a northern... Richard Hawley.
He's so dull.
Okay, I once saw Richard Hawley play a gig at the highest height pub in England.
Wow.
The Cat and Fiddle in the Peak District.
Wow, did you really?
I did.
That's
Seriously,
amazing.
Yeah, real truth.
That is amazing.
Yeah, the highest pub in the Peak District.
Bloody... Hang on, is it the highest pub in the country?
It's the highest pub in England, the highest height pub above sea level in England. Called the Cat and Fiddle.
That is
and
nuts.
It's on the most dangerous road that is by the AA. Is caused by
The accidents are caused by the AA on this road.
No.
That is incredible.
It's ranked by the AA.
Wow.
It's the most dangerous road in England on the Peak District. The pub is called the Cat and Fiddle.
Bloody hell.
And I saw Richard Hawley there.
Did
yeah,
you really?
From Sheffield.
Okay, that's incredible.
Yeah. And I saw Richard Hawley play a gig there. You know,
Yeah. So let me get this right. This is the highest pub in the world.
No, the highest pub in England.
In England. Oh, okay. And it's on the most dangerous road in the world.
Yeah, it's in
the most dangerous road in the world is in the Peak District.
It's right at the top of the Peak District.
Yes.
As you cross from Sheffield...
I can see it.
Across the Peak District.
Yeah. And it's the most dangerous road in the world.
Yeah, because the roads there... Have you never driven across that bit? Okay.
No, he would have died, wouldn't he?
Dangerous roads there.
More than Calcutta.
Yeah.
More than Mexico.
Those coastal roads where you have to bib your horn in the winter.
It's a very dangerous
Well,
road.
no one should ever go there then.
In the winter, they usually close the roads down because there can be snowfall.
Bandits. El Bandito.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
I know a lot of bikers visit the pub. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, I went and saw a gig there at the Cat and Fiddle, the highest pub in England. Yeah, with Richard Hawley. Now he sounds northern. I can name a couple of Scottish bands that sound Scottish as well. Simple Minds, Jim Kerr. Hello. Hello. Jim Kerr's Simple Minds.
Could you very quickly tell David to say hello?
Okay. Yeah. Get down from there. Get down from there.
He hung up there, David, I'm afraid.
Get down, you silly.
Sorry?
Elephant.
What are you doing?
Down from... Hello, man.
You're not on LSD, are you?
I've been assembling a model of the Ark Royal, with the poly cement, and I think I've taken one too many whiffs. I can see monkeys.
Okay, David, you just calm down. Maybe loosen that top button, and we'll come to you after this.
Open a window. Talk radio. Dial up. Some dialogue.
Talk radio. We'll get you talking.
Yeah.
I used to be a security guard. Work nights. Instead of being at home with the kids watching TV, I was always at work with Big Barry watching CCTV.
Is that a real...
Yes.
Now, I drive with Uber.
What is it?
I don't have to work on
It's a
social
giant
hours.
That
if I
is
don't
fucking
want to.
horrible.
And I
Yeah,
can
but
do
your boys
and watch
look
whatever I
Oh,
want.
fuck that.
Look how big it is.
That
It's
is-
hanging over.
I'm muting you until that goes out my timeline. Fucking hell.
At uber.com/driveuk. Uber. Where to?
Landlords, Direct Line guarantees to meet other insurers'
Oh, fuck
renewal premiums
off,
for the
that's
same
horrible.
cover. Can your insurance do that? Switch to Direct Line Landlord. New customers only. Qualifying criteria apply. Underwritten by UK Insurance Limited.
Oh, look! Tom and Mary Wainthorpe are proud to announce the engagement of their daughter, Carrie, to Gareth Shadwell. 5-door hatchback for sale. One previous owner. Full service.
Like getting your money's worth? Enjoy the delicious 99p mayo chicken, part of the McDonald's Saver menu. From 10:30am, price of participation may vary.
This August, Macmillan Cancer Support needs you to brave the shade and help raise money for men, women and children with cancer.
I'm braving the shade for my mum.
You know your own postcode?
Yes.
I'm shaving my head to support people facing cancer. I'm braving the shade in memory of my grandma. I think she'd be proud of me.
I'm shaving my head to support my brother.
Whatever your reason for braving the shade this summer, we'll be doing
yeah, I've
something
heard you tell
truly
that
amazing
story.
to support people affected by cancer.
I'm
So
really
go on,
digging into
sign
one.
up today at bravetheshade.org.uk or search Brave the Shade.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
So, not much work was done before the show this evening because it was... you
Speak
will...
for yourself. I did loads.
Well, I know, but hashtag Love Island Final. And so, having only ever seen 30 seconds of Love Island before, I thought we should probably watch the hashtag Love Island Final because it was trending. And I didn't have a clue. David, I'll come to you in a minute. 0344 499 1000. I didn't have a clue what was going on it. So they're going to pick a winner, and is that the winner that's best at doing it on television? Is that what it is? They showed like a montage of kissing, of arguing, of
Careful.
night vision footage, and I don't get what it is. I don't get what it is.
Then they all had to make a speech to each other. Strangely, they're all in love with each other.
It's a very strange.
You know how complicated it is falling in love with somebody, especially when there's a
Yeah.
limited supply of people in a house.
Yeah,
Isn't it
yeah.
funny they've all found the right person?
What are newspapers going to write about for the next 10 months? Because the majority of stuff in the papers at the moment is all about Love Island. The number of times I've seen that woman in a silver bikini, I don't even, she's in it, is she? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Woman in a silver bikini has been on the front page for the last 2 months.
Oh, well, you know what starts next week?
What?
Big Brother.
Oh, Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. I'm not in. I'm not in that. They've stopped asking me now. They've stopped asking me. I could do with that check. Hey, I could do with that check. That would pay the mortgage off. Hey, that would do it. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go to David Badcock.
Take it from the top. I've got a wheelbarrow from space. Come on, Jeff. Oh, it's got a monkey's head in it. I don't know why. I like watching Heidi with Paul McShane.
I've got a wheelbarrow. I've got a wheelbarrow. It's got a monkey's head in it. I like watching marzipan. 'Cause I'm a natural man.
That was a bit 60s, Ian.
That sounds a bit 60s, doesn't it? I like that. We could call ourselves the Retro Heads, heads with a Z at the end instead of an S, and we could do like kind of the close harmonies like the Everly Brothers, and the Beatles and the Hollies. The Hollies often overlooked 1960s pop group that had many top 10 hits. The Hollies, Graham Nash, Alan Clark, and the others. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, it's the Hollies. Hey, I was turning into Chris Tarrant at the end there. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage. It's Chris
This is all well and good, but could you please get Noel Edmonds out of my house, please?
I cannot do that, David, until you reverse the curse. Are you prepared now to reverse the curse? You have 30 seconds thinking time. At the end of that 30 seconds, David, I need to know your answer. The question is, are you prepared to reverse the curse? Your 30 seconds thinking time starts now. Here we go. Are you prepared to reverse the curse?
Noel Edmonds is here and he's very angry.
Are you prepared to reverse the curse, David?
It's a simple question,
David. Spirals.
Very simple question.
What?
You've got 16 seconds thinking time left, David. Will you reverse the curse?
Too much poly cement.
Here we go. Okay. The time is up, David. Are you going to reverse the curse?
If it gets Noel Edmonds out of my house, then yes, I'd like to reverse the curse, please.
Oh, it's not...
It's not a popular choice.
It is not a popular decision there, David. The audience thinking, quite rightly, that you are a little bit of a pussy. Okay, to reverse the curse, David, it's very, very simple. Describe the items you're wearing at the moment, please.
I'm wearing a ballerina's tutu. And I've kind of got voles on my feet.
Okay, voles?
Voles.
The animals?
They look furry and they're not happy.
Perfect. Keep the voles on the feet, remove the ballerina's tutu and any undergarments that you might be wearing.
Right, 1 second. Right, my bits are out.
Okay, now, what you need to do to reverse the curse, and we all know this, ladies and gentlemen, is if you can grab the end of your thing...
Oh, no.
And can you pull it between your legs so you look like a lady from the 70s?
All the way through.
All the way through?
I'll try, hang on.
Okay, then.
Right. It just looks like a mound of hair now.
Oh, God.
Okay.
How does this reverse the curse exactly?
Don't question.
Now, what I need you to do, David, to reverse the curse and get Edmonds out of your house, I need you to step out into the street.
That's a little bit difficult.
Yep, that's okay. Don't worry. You can do it, David. You're a very brave boy.
Noel is actually blocking the door.
I know. You have to fight your way past Noel. No one said this would be easy.
Right. Right then, Edmonds. Now, I don't care about deal or bloody no deal. And put that spatula down.
Is he gonna be
out the way. Right.
Well, I think...
There's nobody here.
Yeah, step outside. Step outside. Into the street.
Yes. Hang on.
Okay.
I need to just open the front door.
Pull the door shut behind you. There we go. Well, the audience have got it, David. And I think you're starting to realise, of course, that doesn't reverse the curse. That simply hands over the deeds of the property to Noel Edmonds. David, we look forward to chatting next week and seeing how you're getting on with Edmonds Lives in My House and I'm Naked. Thanks for calling, David.
My face has gone inside out.
There we go. That's great. That is great. Great. It's, great. Catherine, when you said we needed to introduce an element of danger,
jeopardy, yeah,
jeopardy to the show, we needed some sort of quiz. I thought, well, that's a little bit hackneyed for us, but actually,
reverse the curse.
Reverse the curse It really is a lot of fun, and we'll find out what's happening to David Badcock a little bit later on. Good evening, Annie.
Hello.
Hey, Annie, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Right, you have no idea how much I hate myself for doing this.
Uh-oh.
But purely for the sake of accuracy,
Here we go.
I need to point out that the Cat and Fiddle Inn in the Peak District is 1,690 feet above sea level.
Yes, it's the highest. It's the highest pub in England, Annie. We've been told that, and it's on the most dangerous road in the world.
It's the second highest pub in England.
What the heck?
We've been sold a pop.
I'm gonna get you.
Everybody in the world knows the Tan Hill Inn in North Yorkshire at 1,732
Now you
feet
said
above
it.
sea level.
Everybody
is
but
the highest
one.
pub in the UK.
Now you've said it, Annie. Now you've said it. I'm thinking, yeah, of course.
Staring me in the
I
face.
knew that, and I just took him on face. I've been off for 2 nights, Annie, so I'm not fighting. I'm not a match fit.
His delivery is so convincing.
It is, that was it, because he does it with such a level of authority.
Conviction, yeah.
You know, this pub is so famous, it was even on an Everest advert. Everybody knows that the Tan Hill
Who
Inn
was,
is the highest in the UK.
Who was the fella that did the Everest adverts? Reg. No, I'm thinking of the Polly fella. Who was? Do you remember the adverts where the
best Everest?
There was the Polly filler advert, and it was a guy. They would put polyfiller on a board, and then he was wearing like a white jumpsuit,
And they would take him up on the helicopter.
It would go up in the helicopter.
Yeah.
But no, was he Roy or Reg someone? Who was the Everest guy? It was some old. It was some old. I know. Former chief of Manchester Police, Stalker.
John Stalker.
John Stalker does the adverts for conservatory shutters.
Blind thing.
Yeah. John Stalker.
But no, his dog operates the blind, I think.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right, Catherine. Thank you.
So simple, even the dog can do it.
But this is a pedant special. The pedants are revolting. And who did? It was an old guy. Who did the Everest? It's not Roy. I'm not Roy Plumley. I want to say. I have to say the names to get them out. So I'm Roy Plum. I'm Reg Gusseridge. Balls if I know, Annie. Balls if I
don't know. It's gone. The guy who does it now, he probably isn't, but he looks like like an ex-Blue Peter presenter who's grown up. He looks a bit like one of them.
Oh, I know who you mean. Craig Doyle.
Ain't Craig Doyle.
He looks like a younger version of Tom Cruise.
Yes.
I've seen him. He's a tiny fella, but very attractive.
Tom Cruise?
No, both. Craig Doyle.
I don't know Craig Doyle. I don't know. Here's the thing, Annie. I don't know TV, and I was watching Love Island, and if you watch even if you were to watch the last episode of Big Brother, right, and you'd never seen Big Brother before, you'd get it. You'd know that it's the people are voting, and it's a popularity competition, and there'll be a bad guy, and there'll be you can work out from watching the final of Big Brother pretty much what has gone on and the mechanics of the show. But Annie, I was watching Love Island, and I consider myself an intelligent man. God damn it, I just finished a chapter of my book where I talk about winning mastermind. And well, thank you very much indeed. I won it convincingly, and I could not fathom out what was going on Love Island. I just couldn't make head and a tail of it.
No, I think that in itself is another sign and another indication of your intelligence that you couldn't figure it out.
And thank you, whoever's just texted in. I'm Ted Molt. That's who it was. That's who did the. It is, isn't it? Ted Molt did the double did Everest. Fit the best, fit Everest. Well done, Ted Molt. Ted Molt. Who was Ted Molt though? In his, when he went home from filming the Everest adverts, how did he feel the other 364 days of the year?
It's like we're supposed to know. It's like the guy with that cleaner station that shouts really loud. We're supposed to know who he is as well, but we don't know who he is.
What's his name? Barry...
Barry something. I'm Barry Scott.
I'm Barry Scott!
Yes.
With clickbang!
To know who he is,
yeah.
But nobody knows who he is.
It's what's the sketch on Horrible Histories? I'm a shouty man! I'm a shouty man! It's very fun. Annie, thank you so much for clarifying the highest
Shouldn't
pub.
let an inaccuracy go.
Do you know if that road? Do you know if that road is the most dangerous road in the world?
It is. That part's accurate.
Thank you.
It is definitely far more than anywhere. It is the most dangerous road in the world.
Anna, you're certainly call of the night so far. Thank you very much indeed. And can I just say that we've had more tweets, more texts saying Ted Malt than we've had for anything else in the entire 15 months that I've been here. So that Sun advert really is paying off today, guys.
I'm getting messages saying that Ted came to a tragic end.
Oh, God, what happened? Window didn't fall on him, did it? Oh, no. Oh, Catherine, don't just mind... For goodness sakes, don't mind pointing a gun to your head. Well, now we're all... Ted Malt committed suicide.
Let's find out.
So let's take a break, and let's... I don't want to break the news to you, but Ted Malt... Oh, for goodness sakes.
Isn't that awful?
Let's take a break.
You
didn't need to say it.
Well, you didn't need to fucking do it. If I'm going to be racist...
Tommy, don't drag me into your mind.
Reverse the curse.
Radio specimen jar of the psychic.
We can bring that in on various occasions.
The Unexplained with Howard Hughes. Sunday night from 10. Earth time on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Ah, dearie me, dear listener. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. So someone is saying Barry Scott has been sacked from Clipbang.
No.
Well, I don't. It could be just be the precursor to an hilarious punchline. So let's just wait and see.
Oh, okay.
Andrew has tweeted me, "Hi Ian, the Everest guy was Ted Malt. We've got that. I once saw him in Copenhagen, or as they say over there, Copenhagen." Barry! It's not Barry Scott, is it?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's a shame.
Well, what can you do?
If Barry Scott is listening, by the way, and you want to tell us your side of the story, please give us a call. We'll be sensitive.
Anywho.
Yes?
Well, I was going to mention Ted Malt, but I was usurped by the texter.
You were usurped.
Indeed.
Indeedly doodly, sir.
But however...
Yes?
Northern singers, and I'm surprised nobody's mentioned either of these.
Yeah.
Mark Knopfler.
He doesn't sound northern.
Oh, of course he does.
Right. Are these people that sing with a northern accent? Because that's what we're going for. It's quite specific, Barry.
Oh, no, he does sing with a northern accent.
No, he doesn't.
He's from...
Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Your money for nothing and your chicks for free?
Oh, come on. You listen to what was it, Romeo and Juliet and all the others.
Yeah, the ones he sings in American.
Oh, go away. Also...
Well, he's not going on the list. I've not written a list.
All right. Fritz Rea.
This is the road to hell.
American.
Driving home for Christmas. Barry, have you ever heard a northern accent?
Well, only yours.
Right, okay, well, that explains a lot, actually. If he thinks I've got a northern accent, then...
You might have compared to his.
I drove past, so we're sort of in Dorset, on the edge of Dorset, the last few days. I drove past the best sign outside a pub that I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Wonderful sign. It's on like a chalkboard. Playing here Saturday, the Wurzels sold out. Oh, it was. What a great sign. What a great sign. To see that. Absolutely fantastic. We went to the pictures in Bournemouth. I loved Bournemouth. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And do you know what? It wasn't that pricey. For a seaside resort, we were there for the day, and we spent money there, trust me. Mini golf was dead cheap, playing mini golf in the rain, beautiful. It wasn't, it's only £2 a pop on the Helter Skelter.
Really?
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide, then I stop, then I turn, then I go for a ride, till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah. Do you, don't you want me to take you? Yeah. I'm coming down fast, but don't let me break you. Ooh. Tell me the answer. You may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Helter skelter. Helter. That's what Charles Manson used as an excuse. Best song.
He's doing it again, nurse.
You know the best song, don't you, on the White Album? It really is. Hang on a minute. Let's. Let me. You know, the best song on the White Album goes a little bit like this.
Oh no.
You know this one?
Are you going to sing it?
Why don't we do it in the road? 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 No one will be watching us. Why don't we do it in the road? 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 No one will be watching us. Why don't we do it in the road? And he goes like this. Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road?
My eyes flicker now.
Why don't we do it in the road? No one will be watching us. Why don't we do it in the road? Best song on the album.
Yeah, but it's no way to cross the road, is it?
It really isn't. And I can think of many reasons. Every time he asks why don't we do it in the road, I've got 10 good reasons why it would. Certainly not the Green Cross Code.
Can you imagine?
Hey.
Alvin Stardust would be furious.
Imagine Paul McCartney and his new wife, Nancy Chevelle, actually doing it in the. First of all, imagine them doing it, and imagine them doing it on the bloody A4. Dirty buggers. So he's invented dogging. He invented dogging. Because he was doing it in the road.
Dirty old bugger.
Dirty old bugger. Imagine that. Imagine Paul McCartney and Nancy Shovel doing it.
Oh, nice.
All right, kids. Hey, all right. Hey, fantastic. What does he say? What does Paul McCartney say when he's talking?
Yeah, Grace.
You know the Beatles. Yeah, that was my idea. It's my. John Lennon. Yeah, it was my idea.
Dogging was my idea.
Imagine. I kind of said to John Lennon once. I said, imagine. Something. And then he wrote a song called Imagine. So it was, my idea. Like Yoko Ono, my idea.
That's turning into. That was my idea. I heard that rumour. I started it.
Who's that?
Vic and Bob.
Is it? I don't remember that.
It was my idea. Yeah, I started it.
0344 499 1000. I feel we've lost our way slightly with the show, and what I really want to talk about.
Is it because you keep bursting into song? Quote unquote song.
Yes, I do feel better. Yes, I do. I feel alright. Yeah. But what I really want to talk about is the emotional impact that Cars 3 had on me over the weekend. And I will do that after these ads.
Across the UK, online and
Only doing the road.
We are
Talk Radio. Give it some lip.
Yeah, I do actually. But not until the news.
Every match on Sky Sports and BT Sport. This is football from Virgin Media.
People just... Why the fuck is wrong with people, right? The simplest phone-ins. They don't get... Someone's just on Twitter, what about the bloke from Def Leppard? They're from Sheffield.
I've said it to them.
At Trade Point, we've got everyday low prices on
What is going on? The
essentials, like
simplest...
25
If you
kilogram
do something avant-garde and out there, they get it. If you ask a
and
really
25
simple
kilogram
question...
bonding plaster, just £5.97 a bag. Excludes VAT at 20%.
I'm going to fucking...
Trade brands, trade prices, trade only.
I'm going to start blocking
We all
people.
like to feel our money is
Yeah,
safe.
yeah.
That's why an ordinary little piggy bank.
I'm becoming an armor-plated
no, I didn't have that.
reinforced titanium clad piggy bank.
And your money is just as safe too. Because should anything happen to your bank, building society or credit union, the Financial Services Compensation Scheme protects up to £85,000 of your money. Search FSCS Protected for more information.
John Holmes on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking. Get turned on to all killer, no filler conversation with John Holmes, the man who's stirring up the nation.
The original sound of John Holmes.
Don't phone your mum, phone Holmes.
Join me, John Holmes, tomorrow afternoon from 1 on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Uncut, after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Can you... Kyle and Bill, I will come to you in a minute, I promise. 0344 499 1000. It costs you pennies, and we call you back. Probably free, and we'll call you back. So, we're paying for the phone call. For all the new listeners we've got, because the Sun have finally advertised this show 15 months after it started, and 9 or 10 months after they took over the station. So that's great news. But Catherine, could you explain... It turns out that the simpler the concept for the phone-in, the more people misunderstand it. We do the avant-garde, flighty stuff, you get it. We ask you a straight question, you don't get it. For example, and I'm not picking you. I'm not picking on you, Kira, on Twitter, but you are dumb. What about Joe Elliott from Def Leppard? They are from Sheffield. Catherine, could you please explain to Kira and to all the hundreds of other people that have texted and tweeted and phoned in with the wrong answers what the phone-in is, please?
Stay calm, Kath, stay calm.
Here we go.
Right. It's not about them being northern. It's about them singing with a northern accent. So, you can forget Chris Rea, you can forget Knopfler.
Yeah.
I think he's from the Midlands anyway, isn't he, Knopfler?
Yeah.
Do they sound like northerners when they sing? Ask yourself that question before you get in touch, okay?
No, they do not. No, they do not. Let's go to Billiam. Good evening, Bill.
Oh, hi, mate. How you doing, mate? I've spoke to you before when you used to be on Radio WM.
Oh gosh, those guys! Wait till I tell you what went on behind the scenes there.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to you. I was going to come to one at the art centre, but I couldn't get a ticket.
Well, I'm a big draw, but don't worry, Catherine and I will be appearing, I believe, early October in Wolverhampton, which is kind of the same place, yeah.
Yeah, Black Country, that's where I come
from. We'll keep listening. We will be in Wolverhampton soon, and Scunthorpe, and Manchester, and London, and Hull.
Yeah, I found out about the White Album. I think Happiness is a Warm Gun. That's a brilliant track, isn't it?
Oh, it's the whole album is brilliant. I have sat through more than one playing of Revolution Number 9.
You know, you went to New York.
Yes.
There's a brilliant band that come from New York called the Fab Fow.
Fab Fow?
The Fab Fow.
The Fab Fow?
And all they do is play all Beatles stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I saw them at the Beatles convention.
Hang on a minute. Where are you going, Boyle?
Just want to get a piece of paper.
Weren't we meant to be getting a Beatles tribute band in this studio? Yeah. And we were even asked, do you want them in costume or not? And I said, of course we do.
And then do you remember they couldn't come over for contractual reasons and they're coming over later in the year?
They split up.
No.
Because one of them married a Japanese avant-garde artist.
She insisted on attending all the performances.
That will be it. I listened to a great album this weekend, Bill.
Yeah.
Wings Over America. Wings Live 1976. Have you heard it?
No, I haven't played that on, mate.
Oh, mate, it is. I got it for like £3 on Amazon. Brilliant.
That competition used to play on WM. People used to play the tracks over the radio, and somebody used to judge the tracks off the right players. Remember that?
iPod roulette, yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was funny.
Have you got an iPod with you?
No, I ain't got one with me, mate. But, but I used to. But they stopped you from doing it, didn't they?
I was about to blow the whistle on how much I was getting paid more than my female colleagues, and they silenced me, Bill.
But, when you was asking people if they'd met Paul McCartney, and I told you that I'd sang in the cabin, and I sang a song for you on the radio WM. I saw her standing there. Remember that?
I'm gonna say yes. It was a highlight of my 2 years there.
Well, I think one of the best tracks they've done is Please Please Me. I think that's a brilliant record, that. I don't know what you think about that.
Well, she was just 17.
Yeah, I mean, Please Please Me. Last night I said these words to my girl.
Thanks for calling, Bill. We can do. Here's a good phone in. Songs that start with a count off.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's. We got a game here. Beatles songs that start with a count off.
Oh God.
You can go first. I've given you one. We just.
You just shouted 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not giving me one.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've got. Oh, come on. This is great. Hang on a minute. Kyle, you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Beatles songs that start with a count off.
Well, it's got to be a cheeky cop. It's got to be Taxman.
Whoa! Kyle's gone straight in there with the Taxman. Yes, sir. Catherine.
I saw her standing there.
Yes, sir.
That was a guess.
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band Reprise. Oh, Kyle, I did it! I did it, buddy. I did it, buddy, bing bong. In you go. Next. Can you think of any more Beatles songs?
Are you Googling?
That start with a count in? No,
Catherine, is he trying to jip me?
I think he's always trying to jip everyone.
I'm not jipping.
He's a right dodge pot.
I'm First of all, I don't know if we can say jipping anymore. But I am certainly not jipping you, Kyle. Okay. Got any more?
No, I can only think of the version of Strawberry Fields, which starts with, Den Life, which starts with Sugar Plum Fairy, which they count out.
Well, first of all, first of all, Kyle, I can only accept versions as they were released in their original format, and secondly, it has to be numbers, not words, I'm afraid. So
it does sound like you're diddling me. I'll be honest.
No, Carl, no. I'm actually just going by the rules, Carl, and the rules are there, Carl. I've got a few more if you want them, guys.
Can I try?
Yes, you can.
What are you laughing at?
Go on then.
Revolution?
No. I would go, and it's been a long time since I've listened to these, so I would go with Dig a Pony in alphabetical order.
That's not a real song.
Dig a pony. Well, you can imitate everything you are.
No, he's right.
I would also go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let me down. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All together now. All together now. All together now. And that's it. Those are the only ones that are on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jojo was a boy who thought he was a loner, but he was another man. Those are the only ones I can find on this
search engine.
On this answers, this Yahoo Answers. Yes, that is correct.
Gosh, you're the only person who still uses Yahoo Answers.
Oh, I did a funny noise there, but when I should have opened my mouth and I didn't, and it caused my throat to hurt. Yahoo Answers.
Why didn't you ask Jeeves? I bet he knows.
Well, I still consider myself a Yahoo-ligan. Sugar Plum Fairy. Speaking of Sugar Plum Fairies, it's Kyle.
Thanks very much. No, I was going to. Well, there's loads of things again. The past 5 minutes. It's,
Yes, mate.
It's like a selection box.
It is. It
that
is.
you
It's
provide.
what do they call?
All the chocolates are mouldy.
No. What do they call that thing when it's a board game, but there's like 12 games in there? Compendium. It's a compendium. I started watching, Carl. I've started watching over the past month or so 2 films that have the same premise. Right? One of them we stopped halfway through. The other one I left today with half an hour to go. It's a kids' film, and I'm going to watch... my boys watched the end of it. I'm going to watch the end of it tomorrow. It's so good. I'm going to say the first film, and you can see if you can work out what the second film is, okay? They've got exactly the same premise, right? The first film was Jumanji. Jumanji. What's the premise of the film Jumanji, Kyle?
Gee, I've never seen it. I'm tempted to say something like the one that's set in a museum with Ricky Gervais.
No, that's Night at the Museum. And it's not Flubber. It's not Flubber. It's Jumanji. What happens in Jumanji is there's a board game. These kids find a board game, and as they play the board game, things come to life. So they'll land on a square, and it will say you're about to be attacked by a tiger, and a tiger will appear in the house. It's that kind of stuff, right? But we stopped it halfway through because it was boring, really slow, okay? But then today we started watching this film, and it was on Netflix, right? And it was good. Called, I don't know how it's pronounced. In fact, I don't even know what it's called. Zarutha or something, right? And it's Tim Robbins, and he's got these kids, and but he's not got time for his kids. But they find this board game in the basement, and they start playing it, right? And the card comes out, and it says, beware the meteor shower. And they're like, well, this is rubbish. And then suddenly meteors, tiny little meteors, start flying through the living room, through the ceiling, hitting the floor, right? And so they're flying, and they manage to avoid it. And then they look out the window, and the house is floating in space. And they've got to play this game. And the film is absolutely brilliant.
But could you not use that concept with your radio show one night? Just do like people phone in, and obviously you'll rig it because you always do. But and just play a board game against it.
Hang on a second. No, do you know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm going to let
Let it go.
I'm going to let that one pass. But because tonight's show, as we said, isn't canon. So when Carl calls in again, that won't be in the Bible.
No.
So it's not canon. So that's absolutely fine. Actually, Carl, I'm going to let you get away with that. So that's 5 points to you. But the score is reset to 0 tomorrow when it's back in the Iain Learverse. Yeah, whatever you just said, yeah, fine. What did you call... I don't know where I'm going with this. What did you call in for, man?
Well, there's lots of things, because I remember seeing... do you know what? I'll just tell it's the best one. When you do your Manchester voice... Yes. Which is like, all right, now that's one top one, lad.
Hang on, why is he doing a Cockney voice to do my...
That's very much...
Hey, I'm from Manchester, and I will shank you off.
Wow.
Well, no, it sounded like a former disgraced Leeds DJ.
I know.
Which, well, it did a little bit.
I know. He's only got one default setting for his northern.
Now then, what I am going to do is I don't know, to me that's like proper Manchester. Hang on a minute, I've got to take this call, because Dennis doesn't accept withheld numbers. Dennis, you're on the air.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, Dennis, I'm going to shank you off.
Why?
I've got a shank.
Why?
Why? Because I don't like your pies. That's wise.
What bloody pies?
Your pies with gravy. Make me wanna puke.
Hang on a minute. Stop talking rubbish. Now listen. You can touch that little lad who had his hands replaced.
We've got him on now. He's on the line now.
Is he? Well, say hello to him for me, will you?
Kyle, Dennis says hello.
Dennis, I've waited so many years to speak to you, but I'm sorry that I have no hands. But I've waited years to speak to you. Hello, Dennis.
Hello, well, if you've got some hands, slap him round the chop for me, will you?
Okay, Dennis. Violence. Thank you, Dennis. Violence, that's the older generation solution to everything. Hence, what 1 and what 11. Kyle, what is the point of this call, please, caller?
Well, I remember being in a pub in Manchester, and the only way that I learnt the proper Manc accent, because even though I live about 12 miles away, is some bloke came in and he said, "All right, do you want to buy a camera?" And that was the only way that I learnt the accent was, "Do you use?" So you put an S on the end of it. "Do you want to buy a camera?"
Did you buy the? Did you buy the camera?
I think you'll find he said, "Do you want to buy a camera?"
Oh,
Did you buy the camera?
I didn't, but I bought 20 dodgy Benson.
Thank you very much. Hey, it's a good series, Benson. It was good series, Benson. I enjoyed that. Who was in it? It was Robert Gilliard. He was a butler, wasn't he, Benson? It was a spin-off from Soap. Hello, is this on? Anybody? Benson. He was a butler.
Shouting it at me is not going to make me remember it.
He was played by Robert Gilliam.
No.
He was a butler. It was a spin-off from Soap.
Good.
Flipping, I'm working with absolute babes in the wood here. And then babes as in, like, youth, not as in, like, wah, not like that girl in the silver bikini in Love Island. Anyway, well done, Kyle. You've succeeded in your plan to stop me talking about Cars 3. The next hour is going to be a Cars 3 special. Good. I was watching it with my boys, and if you've seen Cars 3, can you? There's something I need cleared up. Is some of it real? Because it's a cartoon, right?
Cars with eyes, right, and mouths.
But I was watching it, and I leant over to my eldest and said, "Is this all cartoon?" He went, "Yeah." I said, "But that looks real." I am convinced that some of it is real. And then I was watching it thinking, well, why would they have gone out to a dust track in the desert and filmed some cars with eyes and mouths? And it was a very, very confusing hour and a half.
You were asking your boy, were you?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it begins.
Talk Radio.
We've got entertainment, and we're not afraid to use it. Talk Radio.
Put your medicine in it, okay?
Talk Radio.
Stop fucking putting snails on my fucking timeline. Fucking troll. Absolute troll. You're like cyber, but I'm gonna fucking report you to Twitter, get you suspended for 12 hours.
Then led on to getting a consultancy business, and I also play football.
Get me a camera.
Business at times is up and down. Also, you have to juggle it.
Get me a
football, so you
camera.
have to get your training in. You find yourself in work constantly, so it got a bit hectic.
Good show tonight, apart from the racist start.
He said to me, if you put in the hours, and we can work out for you, especially with your time schedules. Being an Uber partner makes me feel privileged because it kind of opens your eyes to certain things. I'm able to have a flexible life, so you get more happiness, you get more time on your hands to do things that you enjoy doing, and it's made me more friendly.
Uber on Talk Radio. Work or not at the touch of a button. Uber. Where to? Visit uber.com/driveuk to find out more. Welcome to New Sky Sports. Now with new channels dedicated to the sports you love.
Final act then of an unforgettable drama here at Trent Bridge.
The history books rewritten by 12 heroes in Chicago.
Lewis Hamilton wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Feel every moment with new channels dedicated to the Premier League, cricket, golf, football, plus our dedicated F1 channel, New Sky Sports. Feel it all.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
A radio star is born.
You're going to love
Talk Radio. Talk Radio.
What? Oh, yeah. Another hour to go, dear listener. If you are joining us because you saw the advert in the Sun, well, congratulations, you win £5. Simply go to your newsagent tomorrow and tell them I said you could have £5 and they will give it to you. This is Talk Radio.
From the Sky News Centre at 12, the parents of terminally ill baby Charlie Gard have dropped their legal battle to take him to the US for experimental treatment. Anna Jones reports.
We will let our son go and be with the angels.
Chris Gard's hands were shaking as he spoke outside the High Court after the US doctor offering to treat 11-month-old Charlie said it was now too late.
Had Charlie been given the treatment sooner, he would have had the potential to be a normal, healthy little boy.
But science professor Lord Winston isn't convinced.
I have to say, I think it's really rather wicked to give the parents the idea that somehow, had this little baby been treated earlier...
Sam Fox coming on the show.
Great Ormond Street hospitals praise the parents'
David
bravery.
Hamilton coming on the
Donald
show.
Trump's senior advisor and son-in-law has firmly denied any improper contact with Russia during last year's presidential election. Jared Kushner insists he's been fully transparent
Catherine.
after answering questions from investigators at a closed
I didn't know
Senate
snails
hearing.
have mouths.
Police in Switzerland are looking for a man who hurt 5 people with a chainsaw at a health insurance
everything's
office.
got a mouth.
Officers in Schaffhausen say the 51-year-old has 2 previous convictions for weapons offences. The Metropolitan Police says its response cars are going to start carrying 5 litres of water in case they're caught to an acid attack. The force is looking at giving each London borough a special kit, including protective eyewear and
Touch
gloves.
me, touch
The Trade
me,
Secretary
I
is
want to
playing down
feel your
concerns about
body.
food regulations being relaxed as part of a potential deal with the US. Any post-Brexit arrangement could see imports of chlorine-washed chickens and hormone-fed beef, which are currently banned by the EU. Trade Secretary Liam Fox was asked about it in Washington, D.C.
The British media are obsessed with
The rest of it's DVDs.
a detail of the very end stage of one sector of a potential free trade agreement.
And Justin Bieber's cancelled the rest of his world tour. It's not clear why. His team
this is
says
good.
it's because
One
of
of the bonus
unforeseen
footage is a version of
circumstances.
Touch Me
Singles still due to play dates in the US, Canada
Gunter.
and Asia. That's the
Touch Me
latest.
with
I'm
Gunter.
Emma Jones.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
We've got to stop this broadcast because there is some breaking news. There's some breaking news. Sam Fox is coming on the show, and we've been sent.
We've been sent the Fox box.
It's a box set. It's called Play It Again, Sam. The Fox box. That's genius. That is genius. Do you remember the scandal when Sam Fox appeared on Top of the Pops and she had jeans on, but she turned around and it was like an inch cut out of the bum of her jeans? A huge scandal. Yeah. That was a great song. Touch me, I want to feel your body, your heartbeat next to mine. Well, it's going to take a bit of work to get our hearts beating next to each other, Sam, but I like, I take your point. But then, so CD1 is the singles. CD2 is rarities and remixes. I'm going to enjoy going through that, including her version of "Gimme Shelter" with Hawkwind.
Gosh.
Then you get CD3 is DVD 1, the videos, and CD4 is DVD 2, bonus footage.
Bonus.
I'm going to ignore that actually because I think that you're better than that. You speak languages and you're a mother. So
I got those kids somehow.
The punishment
will
just be the guilt that you'll carry around for saying it. So it's all the videos. Touch me, do ya, hold on tight, nothing's going to stop me now. All Naughty Girls, all of these songs. Gosh. Then at the end it says track 2020 is Call Me with Sabrina.
Right. I'm guessing it's not
video.
It's not Spania. I reckon it's the Blondie Call Me.
And then if you go to CD4, DVD 2 bonus footage, Call Me with Sabrina behind the scenes. So when is she coming on?
I know.
Okay. That's great producing. Here we go. So this is Sam Fox.
Eventually is the answer. She will. Are you all right?
Yeah. So you're fine, man. So this is Samantha versus Sabrina. And their song "Call Me." I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to take. I'm just going to skip past this advert. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. There we go. Here we go. And I enjoy watching those.
4 outstanding points. One of which is good voices.
Yeah. And this is the thing. You know that Sam Fox is a huge star in India. She's been in Bollywood movies and stuff. I mean, like, she's played to tens of thousands. She will draw huge concerts in India. Huge concerts. She's got a good voice.
They've both got good voices. I mean, it's probably...
I mean, that's not...
Wasn't the most natural of remixes,
If you watch the video, they're fair play. It's only from 7 years ago. They're playing on but I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Sam Fox coming on the show. Hope we get to meet her. What I would like to do more of is going out and meeting people, because I know we do them on the phone, and sometimes we have to because it's people from America. And, that of course makes it convenient because they're daytime, our evening. And we're very lucky in the number of people that have come into the studio. But it would be nice to go out and meet some people. Roger McGough, I'm hopefully going to meet in the autumn now. It's been put back to the autumn. That's happening. Going to go and meet him. We went on Twitter earlier on and asked for loads of suggestions for guests, and you came up with some. We got about 20 really, really strong ideas. So I've
emailed 18 of them.
Well
I need
done.
to do 2 in the morning. And I will, and there were some great suggestions there. And I've said to all of them that we can either give you a ring or we can meet you at the time and location of your choice.
Yeah.
Now, when we were in America, people were bang up for meeting face to face.
Yeah.
A bit more reticent in this country. I don't know why.
What's happening with Bucks Fizz?
Oh.
No, I don't mean the interview. I just mean in general with those guys. When are they going to get back with Bobby G? Is that interview happening?
Well, it's all gone quiet. They said we could meet at 6 in the morning, didn't they, when they did GMTV?
Well, guys, I'm a big Bucks Fizz fan, but I ain't reading at 6 in the morning. We got Belinda Carlisle soon.
Yes. That's on the 8th. And possibly Narina Palo.
Oh, that was it. That was the one.
But you need to check your times for that.
I'll check my times. What time did you do?
It's the 1st of August, he said.
I haven't got my diary. I mean, when I was emailing her personally, she was happy to come in at 10 o'clock at night. It doesn't matter. Yes, I'm sure that'll be fine, but I just need to double check it. I love Narina Palo. I think she's absolutely flipping brilliant. What a voice. What a songwriter. What a skilled instrumentalist. She really is the whole package. I think she's absolutely brilliant. I met her once briefly at Sky, and I got all tongue-tied because I didn't know what to say. I got a bit fanboy. Anyway, 0344 499 1000. So I've got to take my flipping my iPhone is going in tomorrow. I cracked the screen. Not only did I crack the screen, right, I shut it in a door. I was going, why wasn't this door shut? Doom, doom, doom. Dum. Oh, there's my phone. Oh, no. So not only had the glass shattered, but it was like, like the ink had leaked everywhere. And it was all over the place. And I thought, I can't live with this because it makes me very anxious. Because I'm nuts, right? So that anxiety was building. And then I couldn't even use the touch screen. So this all happened on Sunday at 3 o'clock in Dorset. So then I go online trying to find somewhere in Bournemouth or nearby that that can fix it there and then. And I found a place in Boscombe, right? If you've never been to Boscombe, dear God, please don't go. Honestly, it's awful. This is a reference for my sister, basically. It's like the Britwell estate by the sea. It's the strangest place. And I kept saying to my kids, you could see Bournemouth just down the line. So these lads fixed my phone for 50 quid in half an hour. But now the screen is all dark with a slight bluish tinge. And here's the lesson that I have lived this lesson so many times, but I've never learnt it. Buy cheap, buy twice. And I have lived that hundreds of times, and I never... I mean, I had to get it fixed because I was stranded without a map. I had to go on Google to get directions to this place and write them down. And then I had to stop at a petrol station on the way and ask how to get there. Imagine.
But like in the olden days.
Yeah. It was like, I felt like my dad and my sister in the back. It was wonderful. But so they fixed it, but now it's a darker screen. So I've got to go, and apparently I've been told to replace a screen on an iPhone 6 in Apple, £130. Dear God, it's a licence to print money. So, what's this? As a diligent Sun reader, says Edith, I think your pleasure of Sam is insincere. Sam's cover with Hawkwind was War Pigs. Guys, I'm holding up... hang on a minute, how do we find the history of what they've... Oh, it's you Muppet. It's that stoner we spoke to the other day. Give me shelter with Hawkwind.
It's real.
Let's go to Andre. Good evening, Andre.
Hi, Ian. How are you doing?
Hey!
Is that Ian?
Is that Andre?
Yeah. All right, mate, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Keep me pecker up. What I was going to say to you, you say about your screen and you've got it fixed.
Yes.
There's a saying, if you don't trust someone or don't let them do something. There's another saying, but what I always used to like saying, never trust a hippie, as Malcolm McLaren would say.
Yes.
Do you remember that saying? No, it might be before your time, but... what was you going to say?
Yeah, I've got...
Sorry? Yeah.
Okay.
No, go on.
Okay. And so what have you called in for?
Don't know, really. I just dialed the number and I got through. I don't know why.
Have you seen the movie Cars 3?
No, not
Have you
yet,
seen
no.
any of the Cars movies?
No, I've seen a few, what are them other DVD ones?
Pornography?
No, not them, not them ones.
What?
Them car ones in Hong Kong and Japan and all that, what are they called?
Them car ones in Hong Kong?
Yeah, New York and Japan and all that.
Oh, Fast and Furious?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
How did I get that from that drunk idiot?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yes.
They're good, I like them.
Yeah, I've never seen a Fast and Furious film, and the thing is, they're making so many of those F and Fs that soon, percentage-wise, the chance that there'll be more of those films than any other movies in the world.
Yeah, they're brilliant. They're really good, yeah.
Good acting, good stories.
Yeah, there's about 5 of them, weren't there?
There's about 10, I think, now.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can get some more.
Yeah.
Ian, so,
Hello.
what was I going to say? Don't trust a hippie.
Yes.
Keep your pecker up.
Okie dokie.
Don't walk before you can run.
Yeah.
Don't tar me with the same brush.
Don't drink too much.
Don't... Who said that? Why is that then?
I don't think anyone's ever said that to you, and
that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in.
Here's another one. Don't drink and dial.
Don't drink and dial. No, you might spill it.
Oh, we go.
Yep.
Anyway, Kirby Cafe, you know,
I'm massive. I'm absolutely massive. I've eaten loads of cheese this weekend.
Have you?
Yeah. I went on a
Two-legged mouse?
Two-legged mouse, yeah.
Yeah, right. Why have you been eating so much cheese?
I went on a cheese and wine course at this very 80s hotel, and do you know what? It set me off. I couldn't stop once I started. Oh, I couldn't stop.
One.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah, that's good for your calcium and a bit of wine and that. You can't beat it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at my age, eh?
I don't know. How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I don't know. How old do you want me to think you are?
I don't know. How old do you think I want you to think I am?
I'm getting a boner.
How old do you want me to be? Cass?
I reckon you're about 65.
Oh, do you
know,
mind?
as old as my dad.
Nah, not that old. Nah, I reckon you're about 40 odd, aren't you? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I've never seen you. I've only seen a picture of you.
No, I told you I'm 25 stone, though, didn't I?
Oh, that's all right.
Covered in
Anyway.
scales.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A bit fishy. Listen, I'm going to go now. I've had my say. I've had a little chat.
I think he's finished.
I'll speak to you tomorrow, yeah?
At least he says goodbye. Normally they hang up.
I know.
No, I don't. No, good evening and good morning. Talk to you later, yeah?
There we go. He's finished.
Good evening and good morning, everyone. I think I need to work on my patter. I need to keep him on the phone longer, don't you? Now it's done.
That's how you make your money, yeah. But you've got a heart. There's a story that might interest you two. A couple brazenly bonk at a bus stop in front of stunned onlookers. The pair...
Did the stunned onlookers take a picture?
They filmed it, yeah.
They were so horrified.
The pair were filmed getting frisky on Friday night. The woman straddles the bloke after hoisting up her skirt on the bus stop bench.
All right, I know how it's done.
Right, okay. What did passers-by shout? It's a very British thing.
Oi, oi!
Hey! She's got it! As passers-by shout, oi, oi! What does that even mean? Oi, oi!
Do you know what I think it means?
Right.
I think it's from the same root as oye oye, right? Which is what a town crier would say. But that's from the Latin for listen, listen.
Yeah.
You didn't really want an answer
When
to
I
that,
asked
did you?
what does that really mean, I didn't care. As passers-by shout
Oi, oi!
and laugh, then the man... This is the most British thing ever. So it's
Thumbs up.
No, not quite. So there's two people bonking at a bus stop. Some passers-by shout, oi, oi. The man does a very British thing in response. It's not thumbs up. Flicks them the V's. There's a picture of him flicking them the V's. As passers-by shout,
oi, oi!
and laugh, the man flicks them a two-finger salute. He then gets back to business.
Oh, God.
One disgusted local is heard saying, "Are you for real?" A witness told The Sun there were people wanting to take a seat and wait for the bus, but they just carried on like they were at home. There was no shame. At one point...
Go on.
At one point, the crowd looking at them thought they must have just been dry humping. But as you got closer...
How close did they get?
You could see the man's privates. And the woman's underwear down by her ankles. Here's the quote. "It was a disgrace."
Who said that? There's no name, is there?
The man who filmed the clip said the romp lasted half an hour. He said, "I'm not sure if they were drunk, but it was 1 a.m. and they looked like they'd been on a night out. I don't know why they just couldn't just get a hotel room." The banging couple
Oh, no.
risked arrest for outraging public decency in Holloway, North London. Last month, a boozy couple were filmed having sex in front of a pub in London. At one stage, the woman in her 20s performed... This is the end of the story, right? This is the last sentence of the story. At one stage, the woman in her 20s performed a sex act on her Romeo as he groped her bum.
Talk Radio. Listen. Phone. Talk. Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Once upon a time, there was a magical place where you could hear tall tales of beastly boys, ghastly girls, and really
That's a graphic
story hour with David Walliams on
That is
Talk
a
Radio
great
in association
story.
with HarperCollins Children's Books. Every Sunday afternoon from 3, join Britain's best-selling storyteller as he reads from a selection of his
Doesn't get any more
brilliant
British
children's
than that.
books.
It's so good that you got that.
Thank you, Rhubarb. Good riddance. Story Hour with David Walliams on Talk Radio in association with HarperCollins Children's Books.
Every match on Sky Sports and BT Sport. This is football from Virgin Media. Cabled areas only. Search Virgin Media Football for more information.
Don't ignore It's the law to have a work... Don't ignore the workplace pension. Get to know your responsibilities with help from the pensions regulator. Visit workplacepensions.gov.uk.
I fitted another one of those Valent EcoFit boilers today with a V-Smart.
V-Smart?
Yeah, it lets my customer control their boiler from anywhere through an app.
That's smart.
And it can help reduce bills too by making it work even more efficiently.
That's smart too.
It shows energy usage and it'll even connect to a smart home.
That's really smart. Why is it called V-Smart then?
It's a good show tonight.
At Valent,
Apart
we're
from the
with you
racist
all
bit.
the way. So our EcoFit Pure range is compatible with V-Smart to give complete control. Search Valent V-Smart for more.
Nissan have some great deals at the moment, like a £1,600 deposit contribution towards an all-new Nissan Micra Diesel, £2,300 towards a Duke, and a whopping £3,000 towards an X-Trail.
3,000? Wow, I'm off.
Wait, hold on, you're the producer.
It's all right, Ben. When you finish, just hit that button, yeah?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
great.
All
Ads.
offers at
You've got
3.99%
that.
APR.
Which I love.
Search Nissan offers now. Nissan, innovation that excites. Nissan Finance excludes all Visia and Duca Centigrades, subject to status, over 18s and UK residents only. Participating dealers. Ends 1st of October. T's and C's at nissan.co.uk. So, this button. Oh, no, must be this one.
Landlords, Direct Line guarantees to beat other insurers' renewal premiums for the same cover. Can your insurance do that? Switch to Direct Line Landlord. New customers only. Qualifying criteria apply. Underwritten by UK Insurance Limited.
Late night Iain Lee. On the air and off the leash. On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
So we went to see Cars 3. Right. We had a really packed Thursday afternoon, Friday. Because we got there Thursday about 2 o'clock, and we noticed that just down the road there was a stables, and the boys had never been horse riding. And I said, before we go to the beach this afternoon, why don't we go and see if we can book in for horse riding? And we went in, and the fella said, "No, we're all booked this weekend. We got something in half an hour if you want to do it." I said, "Oh, yeah, perfect." So we stayed there, and the boys went horse riding, and they loved it. It was only like half an hour. It's about 40 minutes in the end. And I thought they were just going to get led around a field a bit, but they got taken through the woods and stuff on these horses. And my youngest was very scared, and he started crying. He said, "I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." I said, "Well, I'll come round with you. I won't go on a horse, but I'll walk around with you." You've got these young ladies who were, one of them was in her first year of training to be a vet, so I was chatting to her about vets and stuff like that.
But you did a first year of veterinarian college.
Yes, I did. And it's interesting you raised that.
Yeah. What did you get thrown out for? Thrown out is a strong.
Thrown out is a very strong word. I was asked not to return. I think it's because I was too good at vetting and stuff. That's not what they said in the letter. Obviously, they had to make up an excuse and sex with a dead dog. But there is no video evidence. Well, there is video evidence of that, but I'm the one that's got the video, so I don't even know what they were talking about. They'd seen it because I've got the only. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent. And my youngest didn't want to do it, but he got on and he did it, and he was. There was one bit, and he was just giggling, really giggling, proper, not laughing. It was. And I said, "What are you giggling for?" And he said, To make it move, I've got to say, "Come on now." And he thought that was it. Come on now. He thought it was hilarious. And the young ladies that took the boys around, there was my two boys and another one, they were brilliant. They were like 18, 19, 20. And you know, sometimes 18, 19, 20-year-olds aren't always great with kids. But these girls were absolutely spot on. They were asking them about school and... Oh, they were absolutely blown away by how good they were. And halfway through, my youngest said, "Daddy, can we do this again? And can you not walk around with us next time?" Which was really good. But so we packed. I don't even know why I'm saying. So we packed the days. All the days were packed. Okay. And when we were in Bournemouth, we went to see Cars 3. And I'm not a massive fan of the Cars movies. It's cartoons, right?
I don't get how you can engage with cars.
Well, I'm not particularly racing cars, okay? Cartoon, but it is voiced by Owen Wilson, who I think, and I know he does some crap now, and that is primarily because he tried to kill himself. You remember when he tried to kill himself? And I think he was quite heavily into drugs. I don't know, but he tried to kill himself, and ever since then. Part of me thinks he's lost his bottle a bit. Part of me thinks, there must be some insurance problem with having him on a movie set. I don't know. But he's done some rubbish. But I think Owen Wilson is one of the most watchable people in Hollywood. In The Royal Tenenbaums, he's great. Bottle Rocket is fantastic. I just love watching him. So he voices Lightning McQueen, the star of the thing. And I was captivated by Cars 3. Like I say, some of it looked real. There's some bits filmed in the desert where I was thinking, I was really squinting, and my eyes are going about. I'm going to get my eyes tested because they're going to look. I was going, is that? It looked real. And I asked my 7-year-old. I said, "Is that real?" He said, "No, it's all a cartoon." I said, "But that looks incredible." And the reflection of the light on the cars was incredible, right? But not only that, I thought it was a bloody good story, right? It's about aging. It's about learning your limitations. It's about young people literally coming up from behind you and metaphorically coming up from behind you because they're racing cars. It's about legacy. It's about being able to let go and move. For a bloke who's, now in his mid-40s, and I'm doing death maths all the time. I'm 18 years off the age my dad died. I'm 12 years off the age my mum went to care home. So I'm watching this. I was blown away by it. Absolutely blown away by it. It was quite a deep movie, and it was kind of.
Did the kids get it, or was it one of these that's
they
really
just
pitched at the grown-ups?
They just enjoyed. No. There was a kids one. They just enjoyed the fast cars.
Okay.
But it was thoroughly enjoyable. Although we bought the most expensive popcorn in the world. I said it was a con. Because you had to get the popcorn and then take it to the counter, and I said, "Go and choose." So they didn't have any small tubs on display, big one, and then of course the boys saw the big ones with sweeties on the top. That's the new thing now.
No, no, you've got to make a decision. You're going sweets or popcorn.
This is it. So they've got like minstrels and tiny little Oreos on the top, and they melt and they taste nice. But here's the thing, right? So that was like £7.50 per tub.
What?
But the minstrels and the Oreos, they're only on the top. They're not mixed up inside. They're only on the top. So once you pick those off, you just got popcorn. Of course, they didn't eat all of that popcorn. But I enjoyed Cars 3. I would recommend Cars 3. There were some great set pieces, some very funny routines, fun for all the family. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Excellent.
Is the thing. I had more to say on it, but I forgot what I was going to say.
It'll come to you.
It probably won't. This is happening more and more. Is that things are slipping from my mind. My eyes are going. And I keep starting these trains of thought that mean so much to me, and then halfway through it, it's like the thing talking about the black people on the beach. I was going somewhere with it. I can't remember, and then I've written down Cars. I had somewhere to go with it for Cars 3, and I just can't remember where I was going. Just can't remember. But Owen Wilson's a good actor.
Yeah, he's good.
He is a good actor.
He's got a very characterful face.
His brother's good as well, Luke.
He is.
If
I had to choose, though, I'd go Owen.
I want to see them do more movies. Have you ever seen Bottle Rocket?
No.
Oh, mate. That is a movie. That is a movie. I'm going to lend you the DVD.
You've said that to me before. I've never seen it.
No, it's great. It's
Still not
Luke
seen it.
Wilson and Owen Wilson, and I think it's the first film directed by Wes Anderson.
Oh.
And it's a cult classic. I watched it again recently, and I was worried it really stood the test of time. And Owen Wilson, I think, he's never mentioned, never addressed, but I think he plays someone who is mentally challenged. But it's never really kind of addressed. But there's obviously something going on, because he's a grown man, but he's acting kind of a bit like a sort of 15, 16-year-old. It's a good film. It is a good
film. I look forward to probably not seeing it because you'll forget again.
Here's an idea. Cinemas, if you want my money, screen all of the Wes Anderson films back to back, and I would go. I'd probably nip out during The Life Aquatic. Probably. But I'd certainly be back in time for the Darjeeling Express, and I'd make sure I'd had a good wee before the Grand Budapest Hotel. I love Wes Anderson, love it. The Royal Tenenbaums. I mean, I saw you stifling a yawn.
I haven't seen that either.
You can yawn. You can yawn.
It's not because you're boring me. It's because I'm actually
yawn.
tired.
Yawn. If you want to yawn, I'm not one of those bosses that.
Bosses?
Yeah.
I know what a boss.
I kind of am.
No, you're not. Totally not my boss.
Yeah, but it's my name.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Can we just turn her mic off for a second, please, Sam? It's my name.
Don't, Sam.
It's my name above the door. So I kind of am your boss. And I don't want to labour that point too much, Catherine, because it's going to cause tension. But
you're not my boss.
Well, whose mic is on and whose is off?
He doesn't realise
Well,
actually
I think he does.
jeopardising his career now. I'm keeping a note of what time it went off.
I am fully behind the BBC gender pay gap. I think it's a good thing.
It's your fault.
Well, I think it's a good thing because the BBC upholds traditional values and the values that women shouldn't earn as much as men who are obviously better than them. But men work harder because of, I'm going to say it, periods and babies. So, I think the gender pay gap is good, but to preserve my liberal image, I'm going to say that it's bad. And I really hope that all you girls and ladies, I really wish you the best of success and best of luck. Because, come on, girls, if you pull together, if all of you girls pull together, you can do the work of a man. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Your thoughts on that, please. Ladies, do get your husband's permission before picking up the phone. Give us a call. This is Talk Radio.
John Holmes
That
on
was the
Talk
same
Radio.
me.
We'll get you talking. Get turned on to all killer, no filler conversation with John Holmes, the man who's stirring up the nation.
The original sound of John Holmes.
Don't phone him on, phone Holmes.
Join me, John Holmes, this afternoon from 1 on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk. The wild man of late night radio is back.
Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. You can call in. We're talking nonsense. A quick recap, then we'll dive into the papers. Northern British, English northern singers that sound northern. And don't just say Chris Rea, because he doesn't at all. Chris Rea made a movie, didn't he? Directed by Michael Winner.
Don't know, I'm not as old as you.
It was in the 80s.
Yep.
It was in the 90s, I think. It was called Hot Shots. Can I just ask, is this going to be the thing for the rest of the show, rest of the week? How's this going to play out? Just so I know how to pitch my shtick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How long are you on for? It's a perfectly legitimate question. When do you come off? Is it the start? Is this the start?
It's the start of my note taken for the tribunal, yeah.
Are we mid? Are we coming towards the end?
All right, Donald Trump, keep talking.
Okay. Okay, just
stop.
Okay.
Because you're incriminating yourself. It was bad enough with the beach stuff earlier on.
You can.
Now you're starting on me.
Talk to me. Do you need me to go to the all-night garage? Get you some stuff?
I don't know. Can they remove a foot from a mouth?
Well, okay. So I'd say I would say pretty early days. So we've probably got the rest of the week. Be fine by next Monday. Do you need to get your hot water bottle?
It's fine.
If you rub your stomach in a clockwise motion,
it.
that takes
Not.
some of the aggression out. Here's a text. Kath makes the show.
Yeah.
It's insulting to say anything other of such an old woman. Now,
who's that from?
They've not put their name on there.
They wouldn't, would they? No.
Uri Geller's up to his usual bollocks.
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah, you can.
Is he actually bending testicles?
No.
Because, I think, I hate to boss you about, but in the name of accuracy and fairness, and I don't want you to get into trouble, you can't say that.
His name's pronounced Uri. Uri, I'm bent.
What?
On finding Egyptian treasure on my Scottish island. Uri Geller wants to excavate a Scottish island in search of treasure that he believes was buried by an ancient Egyptian princess. All I'll say is, if he does this, can an independent film crew film the whole thing and check his pockets before he starts digging? Just in case. The illusionist and psychic is planning an archaeological dig on the uninhabited Lamb Island in the Firth of Forth on the 5th of May. No. It's in the Firth of Forth on the 17th of July. Off Scotland's southeast coast. Geller, 70 years old. Bought the land, which is 100 yards long and 50 yards wide.
Wait, do it once then. End of story.
The spoon-bending TV personality says I have felt the presence of metal, gold, diamonds and sapphires on the island.
Now do it in his voice.
Sapphires, which he says was visited by ancient Egyptians. Geller plans to start... Mate, you're 70 years old. Geller plans to start digging in 2 years. Oh, he's got to get a specially reinforced shovel, otherwise it'll bend, wouldn't it? Under the weight of his bullshit. He says he has absolutely no doubt that you'll find hidden treasure by Scota.
Sorry?
Hidden treasure by Scota.
What's that?
The half-sister of Pharaoh Tutankhamun. Geller aims to locate the riches by divining. He said, there are things there that I know are precious. That's not bad. And are priceless. When I was on the island, I felt it. Enough of that, Geller. Focus on finding the gold. Eh? I will not keep what I find. I will donate it to the Scottish museums. It will shatter the idea of Scottish historians that the Egyptians never came to Scotland.
Not just Scottish historians.
Geller has visited Lamb once in 2010 when he explored the land with divining rods. A Scottish government spokeswoman, said he would need consent from Scottish National Heritage to excavate. I like Uri Geller. He used to come on a TV show I did years and years ago. He used to come on it quite often. And once I got chatting to him about my mum, and then he saw me on the phone to my mum, and he said, "Oh, let me talk to her. Hello, Linda. Yes, this is Uri Geller."
Did he magic her better?
No. Yes, he did, actually, Catherine. In a way, he did. Alan, stay there. I'll come to you in a minute, because I'm going to tell you a very heartwarming story. She was very ill with MS. She is very ill with MS. And he spoke to her about 5 minutes, and he sent her love and positivity. And she was thrilled, because in her world, Uri Geller is, it was still a big star. It was like having a movie star. She was, I can't believe Uri Geller spoke to me. She was absolutely thrilled. So yes, Catherine, he technically didn't cure her of multiple sclerosis. He probably could have done if he wanted to. He chose not to, and that's his decision. It is not for us mere mortals to question that decision. But he certainly made her feel like $1 million. You're listening to Talk Radio, the late-night alternative with me, Iain Lee, and Catherine Boyle.
Yeah, whatever.
Be gentle with her. It's tricky.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Welcome to New Sky Sports. Now with new channels dedicated to the sports you love.
Final act then of an unforgettable drama here at Trent Bridge.
Have you emailed the people from under the ground?
Yes.
Have they got back?
No, because they're chances.
Okay.
Feel every moment with new channels dedicated to the Premier League, cricket, golf, football, plus our dedicated F1 channel, New Sky Sports. Feel it all.
And gently pull away. Very good, Miss Riley. Now, continue at this speed, and when I tap my clipboard on the dashboard, I want you to brake immediately in a controlled manner.
Which I don't think is entirely fair.
Excellent.
Oh, God, that's weird. That can't work.
The Goodyear Eagle F1 Asymmetric 3, helping you stop
The
short on both
presenter's a
dry and
twat.
wet roads.
That's a bit
Available at
weird,
your
because you
local
work
quick
on the
fit
show. That's a
centre.
bit odd.
Goodyear, made to feel good.
Now, Miss Riley, let's see a three-point turn.
All right, Merce. You know I've changed my Sky Sports fantasy football formation to 2-6-3. Is that allowed? No, it doesn't even add up. But I'm in your head now. You were never much top as a manager, were you? Walsall didn't exactly hit the heights. Why put yourself through it all again? Come
my head, you mind bender.
Go head-to-head with your mates in our prize leagues. Let the mind games begin. Download the free Sky Sports Fantasy Football app now. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
This August, Macmillan Cancer Support needs you to brave the shade. Help raise money for men, women and children with cancer.
No, is that the one with Steve Coogan in? Yeah, that's. I only saw that recently.
I'm
It's
shaving
good.
my head to support people facing cancer.
You might
I'm
have
braving
done.
the shave in memory of my grandma. I think she'll be proud of me.
I'm shaving my head to support my brother.
Whatever your reason for braving the shade this summer, you'll be doing something truly amazing to support people affected by cancer. So go on, sign up today at bravetheshade.org.uk or search Brave the Shade.
Every match on Sky Sports and BT Sport. This is football from Virgin Media. Cabled areas only. Search Virgin Media Football for more information.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
The Paul Ross Full Set Breakfast this morning from 6 on Talk Radio. Maximise your morning mojo and get turned on to the new Fearless Breakfast Show that can't keep its mouth shut.
I'm Paul Ross. Join me from 6 on Talk Radio. It's on your mind. Get it on the radio. The big new station for the whole of the UK.
Supercharged radio that demands a reaction.
Plug in to Paul Ross and make your morning hot.
The Paul Ross Full Set Breakfast.
This morning from 6.
On Talk Radio. We'll get you talking. Late night Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Pablo and Alan, stay there. We'll come to you in a minute. But this is this is what the whole show was meant to be about. This is a great story. As someone who has an old cat, nearly 18 and a half, okay? And I was worried because she's lost a lot of weight. She weighs next to nothing, but the vet can fix her, guys. The vet can fix her. She's got some tablets, and she's going back in a week Monday. I got a phone call from the vet the other day saying that her urine sample was fine. There's no bladder infection, so it's just the thyroid, which they can fix. And have a look at this. This is brilliant. Aged 31 is Sasha, the world's oldest cat. I mean, look at the state of Sasha. Sasha's thinking, please kill me. Dear God, please kill me.
The things she's seen.
This is great. Do you know who's written this story? Isabella Fish. Now, come on, this is nectar. She was badly treated when young, and has probably used up more than her supposed 9 lives. Where does the 9 lives thing come from? That's interesting, isn't it? Cats have got 9 lives. I would imagine it's from. Okay, well, I was going to say literature, something like Lewis Carroll or C.S. Lewis or something like that. C.S. Lewis, is that a person?
Yes.
Maybe it's an Egyptian thing, because the Egyptians... If I was a pub... Let's work this out as though we were a pub quiz. The Egyptians kind of... I don't know if they worshipped cats.
They did worship them.
They?
Yeah. And then you had the Celts who used to bury a cat in the walls of the house when they built a new house for good luck.
Did they a living cat?
Uh-huh, yeah.
That's nuts.
I know, imagine.
I would 0344 499 1000 if you know. We tend, sometimes we cheat, but we tend not to have Google in this show because I like asking people things. If I were pushed on Mastermind, I would say it comes from the Egyptians. I would say the Egyptians, 9 lives. But I don't know. Anyway. After surviving her latest brush with death, Sasha the cat, Sasha's trying to kill herself, I think, really, has reached an amazing 31 years old. Twice, I'm sorry, there's a picture of her as a kitten and a picture of her now, and I'm just trying to make sure it's the same cat here. Twice the normal lifespan and the equivalent of about 140 for a human. Now the tortoiseshell moggy could be about to enter the record books as the world's oldest living feline. Don't worry, there'll be some Chinese cat somewhere that will come out and say, oh no, actually I'm 50. They always do, don't they? Owner Beth O'Neill was warned that Sasha might not survive a recent life-saving operation to remove a growth in her nose.
Oof.
She rescued Sasha in 1991, believing her to be a kitten because she was so tiny and all skin and bone, only to be told by vets that the stray was actually 5 years old. OK. So the vet said 5 years old. We don't. Here's the thing: you can't go to a cat. So how old? Have you got your birth certificate? It don't work like that.
They're going to clip their teeth, though, can't they? That.
Hang on a second. Yes, line 4.
Hi, Ian, right?
Oh.
Now, Andre.
Oh, for goodness. Yes, Andre.
Oh, yeah, do you know what a cat with 9 lives is?
Go on.
It's a whip.
As a cat and 9 tails.
Yeah, it's a whip.
Thanks very much for calling. Since then, the cat survived a deliberate attempt to poison her, broken ribs, and a kidney disease. The oldest cat ever was Cream Puff from Texas, who died in 2005, aged 38. I might have another 20 years of velvet. I'll be dead by then. You can say something.
That would be a shame.
Let's go through these calls, shall we? For goodness sakes, we are a phoning show. Good evening, David.
Hello, Ian.
Oh, it's David Badcock. You got back in the house, okay?
Did I ring earlier?
No. Yeah. No.
Why? What's wrong? What's happened?
Well, I was assembling my scale model of the HMS Ark Royal.
Yes.
And the next thing I know, I'm naked and I've got a missed call. Well, I've got my last call was to you.
I have no idea. I did no idea what you're talking about, David. Maybe listen to the podcast, yeah?
Okay then. What now?
Well, do you know what, David? Why don't you say hello to Alan?
Morning, Bob.
Who?
Hello, David.
Who's Alan?
It's me.
Hello, have I spoken to you before, Alan?
Well, I'm regularly calling. You must know the routine.
No. Go on.
So you've never called the phone before?
No. Go on.
I'm usually on first at 10 o'clock.
Right. We're all out of medals, so sorry about that. What have you called in for?
We're all out of medals.
Sorry?
What's asking you that question? What are you called in for?
Well, I rang in, Alan, because I'm stark naked and I've got a lot of glue all over me.
I'm just not still conversation for this radio. I'm going to tell you, well, I've got a new girlfriend.
Oh, yes, what's her name?
Valerie.
Why won't you come on over, hey?
It's not Amy Winehouse.
No, it was an attempted joke, but it fell flat on its bottom.
Amy Winehouse or the Good Times?
Well, is she nice? Does she like chop suey?
She's not Chinese.
Well, I like chop suey and I'm not Chinese.
Well, I'm King Paul Chow Mein myself and I'm not Chinese.
So we've established we're both not Chinese.
But we look Chinese food.
Right. Does she like chop suey or? What's your favourite thing about her? Could you maybe... Right. I think your phone's a bit dodgy.
Yes, it is.
Right. And again?
I don't think my phone's dodgy.
You don't think your phone's dodgy? I mean, it sounds like you're underwater. Are you underwater? No, it sounds like Chewbacca. Quiet, Chewie, quiet. I've got to kill these jabronis. What's that, Chewbacca? I know, Darth Vader's a right idiot.
No, I've been mentioned Darth Vader.
You've heard a thing about Darth Vader?
No, he's my favourite Star Wars villain.
What, because of his nice little cape?
No, the way he can use the dark side to choke anyone without touching them.
You into choking and that, bondage?
No, not that sort of choke.
You sound like a that's a guilty sounding man to me. What's that, Chewy? Right. Well, if you were in Star Wars, which character would you be and why?
It's gone.
Who, Chewbacca? I think it's my phone playing up now. Who's that?
Oh, Pablo, hello.
Pablo?
How do?
If you were a Star Wars character, who would it be and why?
Yoda.
Did you just fart? Did you just go on there?
That was merely a thought process in audible form.
Well, I don't fart when I think.
Well, you're doing it wrong.
Who would it be?
Yoda for me.
Yoda would it be? Oh, no, wait. Would it be Yoda?
Yes, it would.
Is that Chewbacca? I told you not to guffaw.
Well, as an old English proverb would say, a cat has 9 lives. At 3 he plays, at 3 he strays, and for the last 3 he stays. And Rushmore is a really good film, by the way.
Right.
Look at the Daily Mail. Do you have an older cat? Let's destroy her dreams.
No, HMS Pinafore, but I was wearing a dress at the time.
Right. Well, that sounds quite odd. What's your name, Dave? What's your name, Pablo?
Pablo, yeah.
Is that short for something?
Pablo Babylonicus.
Right. If you were stranded on a desert island, Pablo, what item would you take and why?
I would take a scale model
Next.
of Thunderbird Island.
I think you find it's called Tracy.
Fade them down really slowly over 30 seconds.
That's what use we have.
But you'd be on an island, so you'd take a scale model of a desert island to a desert island.
Indeed, but with automated travel comprised by a skilled team of relatives.
Pablo, I'm going to be honest with you. You're sounding very much like a person who farts when he thinks. So long